Good evening from the Central Illinois Weather Network. I'm Larry Eastep. The National Weather Service in St. Louis has now issued a flash flood warning for persons in eastern Lincoln County and east central Missouri. This flash flood warning would be in effect until 4:30 a.m. Central Time on Thursday. At 10:23 p.m. this evening, the wind-filled levee on the Mississippi River failed, causing flash flooding of immediately surrounding areas. Affected locations include southeastern Lincoln County, closest to the river. Again, a flash flood warning showing up here on our map in eastern Lincoln County in east central Missouri until 4:30 a.m. Central Time on Thursday. Let's take a look at a little bit wider view here. You can see a number of counties still under river flood warnings at the moment to the north of Quincy. And you can see that flash flood warning in a little bit more detail there, little green dot just to the northwest of St. Louis. Let's look at the situation here while we're doing this update, though, and tell you that the flood warning continues for the Illinois River at LaGrange, affecting Brown County, the Illinois River at Meredosia affecting Morgan and Pike counties, the Illinois River at Valley City affecting Pike and Scott counties, and at Hardin affecting Calhoun and Jersey counties. The flood warning continues for, again, the Illinois River at LaGrange. The stage was 25 feet at 8 p.m. this evening. Moderate flooding is occurring and minor flooding is forecast. The flood stage is 23 feet. The river has crested there and will begin a slow fall. In Meredosia, the stage this evening was 437.6 feet. The river will crest near 438 feet on Saturday evening. At that point, the main road in Valley City is overtopped. The Illinois River at Valley City is also under a river flood warning, and the flood stage this evening, the stage rather of the river was 18.6 feet. Moderate flooding is occurring. Flood stage is 11 feet, and the river will crest around 19.6 feet on Sunday afternoon, then begin falling. The Illinois River at Hardin this evening is at 33.6 feet, expected to crest at 35.7 feet Monday morning, and the flood stage is 25 feet. You're seeing some of those numbers here on the map with the National Weather Service in St. Louis. We'll go over that just a little bit in a little bit more detail here very quickly. The Canton Lock and Dam is cresting this evening at right around 27.7 feet. That is just below the record crest of 27.88. We come on down the list to Quincy, and actually the crest has been updated slightly here from yesterday, now expecting to occur on Friday the 20th, 31.9 feet, just shy of the record of 32.13 feet. But keep in mind, these levels may change. In fact, the rivers may drop slightly if there are additional levee breaks that occur before the expected crest. So you may see the river go down a foot or two if a levee break occurs, but these crests still have been staying fairly accurate as the water moves downstream. Quincy Lock and Dam 31 feet is now the expected forecast. 31.3 is the record crest. But keep in mind, most of the flood stages in this area in Quincy are at 17 feet, so we're almost double the flood stage in some of these areas. Flood stage in Hannibal, for example, is 16 feet. It's expected to crest at 31.3 feet on Friday. Same as Saverton Lock and Dam. The flood stage is 16 feet. We're expecting to crest above now the record crest of 29.58 there in Saverton, and that will be 29.6 feet. So slightly above again on Friday in Saverton. That would be a record flood. Louisiana Lock and Dam number 23, the flood stage is 28.4. We're going to crest at 28.1 on Saturday. Clarksville Lock and Dam is an area that a lot of folks have been sandbagging today. 37.7 feet now, the forecasted crest there on Saturday. That is a record. Flood stage 25 feet. The record was 37.5. Winfield Lock and Dam 39.3 feet, just below a record flood. That again on Sunday the 22nd. And then looking on to next week, Grafton cresting at 31.2 feet on Monday. Alton Lock and Dam cresting at 32.6 feet on Monday. And that's a good thing, actually. It'll be below the record crest, but still about 10 feet below the record crest, actually, at 42.7 feet. Flood stage 21 feet, so still about 11 feet above flood stage. St. Louis right now is the one we're really watching because this has been something as it comes downstream. A lot of forecasts have changed there. Right now the forecast is for it to crest on Monday evening, June 23rd at 39.5 feet. Flood stage is 30 feet, so we're talking almost 10 feet above flood stage. The record crest is 49.58 feet. And then in Chester, as we head on down the Mississippi River, the forecast crest on Wednesday the 25th, if nothing changes, at 41.4 feet. Flood stage is 27 feet. Good news, the Missouri River has now crested in most locations, well above flood stage in Jefferson City, Gasconade, St. Charles, but those are cresting, and those will slowly recede, barring any further rainfall or anything else that occurs upriver. The Illinois River is holding steady at LaGrange right now at 2 feet above flood stage. Meredosia is again expected to crest on the 21st. Valley City and Hardin following that on the 22nd and the 23rd. But again, the flash flood warning now being issued. We'll go back to that map here for just a moment to show you flash flood warning for eastern Lincoln County and east central Missouri, and that will be in effect until 4:30 a.m. Thursday morning. Again, a levee is failed there in that location. The Winfield levee on the Mississippi River has failed, and there is flash flooding occurring in that area at this time, and additional levee breaches are possible as the situation continues to be very fluid, pardon the pun there, but very fluid situation in those areas as we're watching very closely this massive water moving downstream. They still can use volunteers for sandbagging in many areas. Volunteers being called still to the Quincy area and cities south of there. The U.S. Corps of Engineers estimates an additional 20 to 30 levees are threatened, and any of them could fail at any time as water begins seeping above and under, in some cases, the levees that are in many of these earthen levees that are in some of these areas are very seriously threatened. We'll keep an eye on it here in the Central Illinois Fire Network and bring you the latest information as it becomes available. I'm Larry Estep. Stay tuned for the latest weather information.